I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Hello, guys. I once again welcome you to another exciting edition of Mano TV Sports Channel's daily updates. And quickly, let's get into the prefaces of today's stories. I will talk extensively from the camps of the darling boy Antoine Cb-Issahaku, Cb-Issahaku, Joseph Painter, the star boy Mohamed Kudus, and Addo from the camp of the head coach of the Black Stars, Addo. But before I proceed with the details of all these stories, if you are new on this platform, please, let's do it together quickly. Kindly subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to please like this video and share to other social media platforms. You can follow Manual TV Sports both on Facebook and TikTok and leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. And ladies and gentlemen, straightforward, let's get into the video. To commence with is the camp of the darling boy, Antoine Cb-Issahaku. He has proven himself to be a reliable player in the English Premier League for his club side, AFC Bournemouth. And per the latest reports coming in, Newcastle United needs more quality and depth in the attacking units should Alexander Isak join any clubs of interest during the summer transfer. And per the latest reports from one of the renowned sports journalism outlets in Spain, Fikais, Antoine Cb-Issahaku has been linked with a transfer away from AFC Bournemouth by joining Newcastle United. And if it will work out, they are reportedly to pay an amount of 80 million euros for the services of Antoine Cb-Issahaku from AFC Bournemouth. That is the latest transfer story surrounding Antoine Cb-Issahaku, and this remains to be seen how it is going to work out in the coming weeks. Whatever it is, I will apprise you with the latest. That said, from the camp of Antoine Cb-Issahaku, he has now entered into the history books of the Premier League as one of the players in terms of his longest runs, ending in a goal in the EPL. And this time around, he has been ranked as the 10th on that line. Initially, Jesse Lingard was on the 10th position. By this time around, Antoine Cb-Issahaku has taken him off the radar and he's been placed 10th in terms of his distance covered, rating him with a distance of 52.4 meters based on the solo run he made to score the goal against Liverpool over the weekend in his EPL starts of the 2025-2026 season for AFC Bournemouth in their 4-2 defeat to Liverpool. That is the latest coming in from the camp of Antoine Cb-Issahaku. Aside that, he has been ranked as the third highest starting from the 2021-2022 EPL season. Meaning Antoine Cb-Issahaku, looking at his distance, even Jesse Lingard, who was initially on the 10th position, was having that distance covered of 51.6 meters. And this is the time Semenyo has come in with that solo run, ending in a beautiful goal, beautiful strike indeed, with a distance of 52.4 meters. And that is the latest surrounding Antoine Cb-Issahaku. Away from his camp is to the camp of Cb-Issahaku. He has caught the attention of several EPL clubs and have spoken voluminously about his latest transfer story. And with the latest reports coming in, this is the time his club side, Leicester City, has to enjoy. And they've slapped huge price tag on Cb-Issahaku. If you're a club and you're interested in Cb-Issahaku, Leicester City will not take less than £45 million. And that is the latest coming in from his camp. I have reported to you that he has emerged as a subject of interest for a lot of EPL clubs. I've spoken about recently Sunderland, Aston Villa, and Everton, all showing interest for the signature of Cb-Issahaku. And away from the camp of Cb-Issahaku is to the camp of Joseph Painter. Joseph Painter has revealed the secrets behind his recent form for Major League Soccer side LA Galaxy. He started the 2025-2026 Major League season on a slow rate, and this is the time he has come in. I stand to be credited. Recently, he has scored 5 goals in all competitions in the Major League Soccer for his club side, LA Galaxy. And according to his revelation, he's praising his head coach, Greg Vanning, and his technical team for supporting him rediscover his form as a player for LA Galaxy. And let's check it out on our screens. He started by saying these words: "Yeah, kudos to coach because he always tells me to always try no matter what because I always cut into my rights. So every training, he always tells me no matter what, I should just keep going to my lefts and touch the ball with my lefts. No matter what happens, I should just keep trying no matter what. At least I will be a success even if I fail for 10 times. There will be a successful one." And these are some of the words from Joseph Pencil, brief one from his side. And away from the camp of Joseph Pencil is to the camp of the star boy, Mohamed Kudus. This is a piece of good news for the star boy starting from Tottenham Hotspurs. According to soccer data, they are one of the most reliable data analytical sites. That's you can find some of these updates from their sites. According to them, most chances created after match day 1 in the EPL. Kudus is part of the players that created the most chances. And let's check out the statistics from soccer. According to soccer, based on the English Premier League Week 1 chances created, Mohamed Kudus is leading, but this one is joint most. Kudus of Tottenham Hotspur, 5 goals. Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United, 5 goals. Josh Cullen of Burnley, 5 goals. Bernardo Silva, Harvey Barnes, and other players in that form. And that is which is a piece of good news from the camp of the Starboy. So, in a form of a piece of good news from the camp of the Starboy is coming from WhoScored.com. They've come out with a team of the week after match day 1 in the English Premier League. And the most exciting and interesting parts from the camp of Kudus-Dino of Kuka or Kudus, whatever it is, if it was to be a Brazilian, is that Kudus is part of this team of the week after match day 1 in the English Premier League. And even adding up to that interesting part is that he's part of the new signings of his club side. He's a new signee for his club side, Tottenham Hotspur, having the highest rating. And let's check out the team of the week, which Mohamed Kudus is part after match day 1. So starting from David Raya of Arsenal with a rating of 8.17. Mohamed Kudus had a rating of 8.65. Very interesting. So among all the new players who joined the various clubs in Europe and in the EPL, Mohamed Kudus had the highest rating with a rating of 8.65 as a right winger in the team of the week from the English Premier League Week 1. And that from the camp of the star boy, Mohamed Kudus. Let me end this presentation from the camp of the senior national team, the Black Stars. We are gearing up for our crucial 2026 World Cup qualifiers spread across September. On the 4th will be the Black Stars versus Chad, an away game for the Black Stars. 4 days later will be the Black Stars against Mali at the nation's Wembley, Accra Sports Stadium. And on this note, the head coach, Addo, is currently in Europe, actively touring and scouting good talents ahead of these 2 matches. And per the latest reports, this was given out by a Nigerian sports journalist, an experienced one indeed, Taiwo. According to him, Addo had a visit to some of the players in France. From France, Addo will visit some of the players in Denmark. From Denmark, you move on to UK to Spain, and other European nations, of which he will see all these Black Stars players of his interest. And let's have a full glare on our screens. And the video that's having a full glare was being posted by this experienced Nigerian sports journalist. And you can see Addo is having that small chat with a new player. And the name of the new player is Kwejo Opon-Pepra. He plays his club football for OGC Nice. Over the weekends, Addo visited them to have a full glare of who Kwejo Opon-Pepra is. Not only him, he watched the likes of Abdul Saleh Samet and Abu Francis. It was a 1-0 defeat to OGC Nice against Toulouse at the Allianz Riviera Stadium in the French Ligue 1. And that was his debut game for OGC Nice, same as debut game for Saleh Abdul Samet for OGC Nice. And from the look of things, according to this experienced Nigerian sports journalist, Addo is impressed with the performance of Kwejo Opon-Pepra, and looking at his performance, he is in line for Black Stars call-up. As to whether it will materialize, he being part of the Black Stars squad for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Chad and Mali. That one will also be another topic to be talked about on this platform. But let's have a vivid description and a background checks of who he is to buttress who Kwadwo Oppong-Pepra is. Kwadwo Oppong-Pepra was born on the 4th of June 2004. Currently, he is 21 years of age, and Kwadwo Oppong-Pepra is a right-footed centre back. He was developed from Ghana, starting from Atram Divisi. From Atram Divisi, he left to Sweden, and from Sweden, he left on loan to other clubs. And from that club, he moved to OGC Nice. That is where he's currently having a good spell with the club side, OGC Nice. He has just started from the French Ligue 1, and looking at his prowess in terms of his attributes on the field of play as a centre back, he is very strong and tough. Aside that, he's very fast as a centre back, and augmenting his attributes as a centre back on the field of play is a player who is having that phenomenal agility at the centre back for his club side, OGC Nice, based on his previous performances for his previous clubs before joining OGC Nice. So these are some of the latest coming in from the camp of the Black Stars of Ghana and other Black Stars players. Let's see who this player might be to help the Black Stars. I don't know. Aside of it, I've heard that Addo met Salisu Mohammed. He has had one or two chats with Salisu Mohammed. And let's see, because recently I've not seen the best of Salisu Mohammed. He's even having enough time not to come by with his club side, AS Monaco. And it's going to be very difficult whether he'll be part of the squad list ahead of our matches against Chad and Mali. And these are the latest coming in. I'll end here with my presentation. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. But before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing people. Albert at Japan, I do appreciate your good works and support. You are just insulting. Some of these people, they just don't watch the video. They come out with an insult. Oh. And special shout out to Kofi Manasi, Rufai Abdullahi, Anchi Tutu, I do appreciate your support. And special shout out to Emmanuel Amanem, Victoria Bonnie, Chris Love TV, Godfred Paddy, and all those who have commented. Frank Adupo, Olembe Wahab, Mr. Bronzy, Scott Girard, and all others in the comment box. God richly bless you. I do appreciate your support. Let's meet in the next one. As a Frenchman will say, au revoir.